staying on top of this field since about 1983 or so, it does seem to me that these allegations by the Russian government are credible, yes. And my assessment of these U.S. biowarfare labs in Ukraine and also surrounding Russia, if you take a look at the map, they are all offensive biological warfare weapons facilities that were being designed at some point for use against Russia. Yes,
now,
that's my conclusion.
I have heard that the United States funding and organizing these labs have also been connecting Russian DNA. Is that a fact? Do you know about that?
Yes, of course, Regis. I've given interviews to Russian media on these circumstances. Yes, and they've only been broadcast over there in Russia on TV and documentaries. But yes, they were harvesting Russian DNA for the purpose of manufacturing an ethnic-specific biological warfare weapon against ethnic Russians. Correct. And indeed, after I gave an interview over there on Russian TV, I recommended President Putin stop this, and a law was passed. I don't know if it's because of me, but a law was passed to prevent this harvesting. And if you don't believe it, Regis, I'm sure you're aware of the Project for the New American Century, the Neocon Manifesto, right? Well, in my book, Biowarfare and Terrorism, right here, on page 55, you will see that the neocons, including Victoria Nuland, who just testified, advocate biological warfare and endorse it. And not only that, but ethnic-specific biological warfare. Let me read this here, quote, this is page 55 of my book from the PNAC report, quote, so the PNAC people, the Bush Jr. administration's foreign affairs and defense policies has staffed its bureaucracies. In their seminal report on rebuilding America's defenses, publicly recommended numerous policies for adoption by the United States government, in particular, quote, and advanced forms of biological warfare that can target specific genotypes may transform biological warfare from the realm of terror to a politically useful tool, unquote, to a politically useful tool. This is the manifesto of the neocons going back to September 2000, such as Nuland and many of the others. So this really goes back to Zbigniew Brzezinski's, when he worked for Carter, counter-ethnic nuclear targeting, where Brzezinski took the position that Russia is ruled by the Great Russian ethnic group. And therefore, when it comes to strategic nuclear targeting doctrine, the United States should target Great Russians as such, and the Soviet Union would collapse. Now, I've in my own writing and other work, lecture, said that this policy is clearly genocidal, and I would say the same for the harvesting of the DNA of the Great Russian people. Yes, this is genocidal. I condemn it in the strongest terms possible. Yes.
Yeah, and I think not only genocidal, it's pure evil. And we were talking about Victoria Nuland.
Well, right, just before we get into Nuland, yes, this is a Nazi mentality at work here along the lines of Dr. Mengele. There's no other word to describe it based on my study of the history of the Nazis. Right, we're seeing a Nazi mentality at work here, like Dr. Mengele and the Nuremberg medical doctors case, which we've already discussed before, Regis, in a previous interview.
Yeah, and